Hey guys, welcome to my 2017 garden. Today's May 27th. I'm going to show you it. So here in Las Vegas, it's already in the 90s and even got up to 100 the other day. So I put up that tarp to protect my beans because I'll show you what damage the sun did to them, and I'll show you how the tarp helped. So I just entirely flooded this garden just to get it nice and soaked because I got some more seeds planted in there. We're gonna have some more eggplant. That's my purple eggplant right there. You can see that little thing. That thing got a little sunburn, as you can see, like the spots on its leaves. We got some, I'm pretty sure this is watermelon over here. Yeah, my little stake right there. Watermelon, and then that purple thing right there is amaranth, which I'll show you. It's right over here. Look at this thing. This thing's growing. This thing will have a seed cluster on its top. And it does have some pests, and it's kind of turning green. That's because of the sun bleaching it and different fertilization and everything. And then over here is my second garden, which I got squash, cucumber, which is a little slow this year. I got some, pretty sure this is okra, some more squash, some squash. We got a whole bunch of stuff in there, which is kind of slow. This side hasn't really sprouted yet because it's still dormant back there, it's still dark. And when it does get the sun back there, that wall holds in heat and it keeps it so hot that the plants can't grow. So I got to replant that back there, but those two are doing good. So that's my second garden. I just flooded that too. So we could see a harvest in the next month, somewhere around there. These plants are starting to get big. So back over here, I'll show you my beans. Let me just walk into my garden. All right, so you see this bean plant right here? Where are you? It might, you see how it's coming back alive? It's creating new leaves right here. See new leaves after it died from the sun. You see all in there, they're all sad until they start creating new leaves when I put the shade up. And then we got some more watermelon growing in there. We got a pumpkin right there, you see that thing? It's growing fast. And we got a whole bunch of other beans, which are all sunburned. They got scolded by the sun, too hot out. Beans don't like that much heat. Above 90, you gotta put up a tarp. I'm sorry, guys. Unless you live in like moist Florida or something like that. But instead of like a dry place like this, then you'll be fine. But I just put up a tarp to be safe, or they wouldn't even grow. Like down there, you can see. All right, let's go to my other garden. Oh yeah, that's my eggplant. Awesome. We're gonna have some eggplant, and probably next month also, June, just for summer break. Let's walk over to my other garden, which is quite far. All the way over here. This is my green garden, which I started super early in spring, around February, March. So I got my tomatoes in there. You can see the little tomato or the big tomato starting to turn red. And you can even see how some of the seeds escaped. See the seeds I planted? Those are heirloom tomatoes. I forgot what type that was, but probably like, actually I'm gonna try to figure that out. So I planted a couple in there. This is a cherry tomato right here. It's doing amazing. This thing just took over the entire garden right there. It's already growing up. See all the little cherry tomatoes on it? I get about 5 of those cherry tomatoes a day. And then look at all these beans. I just had extra room, so I just planted beans. You see my pole bean right there? I put up my line, which I'll use again in fall when I do my pole beans. But that's just, I believe, a Roma 2 bean. Not really a pole bean. It might be a semi pole bean, but it held on. I know I didn't plant any pole beans, I can tell you that. And look at these amazing things. Purple beans, there's beautiful purple flowers on them. They're gonna start producing beans. We actually already got beans. My tomatoes aren't doing so well this year. Got hot really early. It's gonna be a hot summer. Tried fertilization. It might be early blight, but it seems like it's growing. A new thing, new stem came out. And these are all flowering, all the beans, which is a color show. See all the bees come to the garden? Oh, and then my little peppers. These will grow until later in the season. This thing's like a tight cluster ball. Because there was an accident early in the season when there's some pest eating all its leaves off, so the tree had no leaves. But it grew back. This one was fine. This one was saved. This one actually had a pepper, but a caterpillar ate a hole in it and ruined it. So I'm just gonna let that keep producing leaves. I'm gonna try to keep all fruit off of it, stop it from blooming. And then we gotta harvest some of those tomatoes. I think those are sun gold tomatoes, which is not an heirloom variety, but still it does amazing out here. because there's a couple heirloom cherry tomato varieties, but they don't do so well in the heat. You can try them. They might say they do well in the heat, but you might want a hybrid if you're doing cherry tomatoes. Just look how many tomatoes are on there. Regular tomatoes, you can use heirlooms anywhere. They don't care hot or cold. It's just those cherry tomatoes are just specially designed for like mid 80s, like a Florida climate. Look at those beans already on there. Look at those things. That is amazing. That was my first crop this year. And then, so it's gonna go this one, this crop right here I'm pointing at, this crop, and then the rest of these 3 crops will have at the same time. It's just that these are Blue Lake bush beans, 271 or whatever. And they're, yeah, bush beans. So I planted these a week earlier than the rest because I didn't buy my seeds for the special ones. I got like French horticulture beans, I got some Cherokee yellow beans and all that stuff in there, and over here and there. So I planted those, and that's just the only Roma 2 that came up. I didn't know I was going to do this. I never grew them before until this year. Yeah, so everything's doing great here. We might even be able to eat these beans. Eat one of them. Let me bring you in. Bring you in right here. Where's my little bean? See that thing? So you're just gonna pinch it off. Pinch. Oh. Actually, there's a big one there. Oh, no. I got it. I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna have to get that later. I need 2 hands. Those things are pretty good on there. That's what's so great about the Blue Lake bush is the beans are nice and tight. It does make it a little harder to get off, but it's resistant to pests eating it. So that's pretty good. And these things just grow. I just planted these, water them every couple of days. Like today, I actually wet the surface every day, but I don't water them that deeply, probably like once a week. But these things just do amazing. And then look at this thing. If you can guess what that is, that's a sunflower. This is from last year's seed. I had a little sunflower patch over here. See, this thing is only probably a month old. Look how tall this thing is. And it's already got pests. It's got like the leaf miner bugs and all that stuff on it, which I sprayed with some, sorry organic freaks, some pesticides, some 7, which now it doesn't have no more pests anymore. That stuff is amazing. So that's my garden for 2017, May 27th. Thank you for watching.